Greetings and salutations, everyone. Been a while since I've given you guys a proper update video, and I feel like I should at least try to put these out monthly or something like that. Maybe weekly, maybe monthly. We'll have to see. It's usually when I have news. But anytime that I really promise any updates, they tend to go down the drain. Anyhow, my poor management skills aside, I think it's time I give you all a proper update on what's happening with what was formerly called the Skull Shorties channel, so let's get started with that. Okay, so for the longest time, this channel has been known as Skull Shorties, a channel name I came up with when I was about 14 years old or so, 11 years ago. It was a fun little nod to the fact that I am quite short, and I loved the rare warg you found in the Storm Peaks, Skull. It has been and remains one of my favorite spirit beasts, and the moment that I finally found and tamed him remains one of my happiest memories back in Wrath of the Lich King. And I do love me some alliteration too with the name, Skull Shorties. It's the two S's, very fun to do that. While I do love the name Skull Shorties, and I don't think I'll fully part from it entirely, I wasn't particularly fond of being called Skull all over the place. So I went instead to calling myself Banneret, the name of the half-orc you're all hopefully fond of. Banneret is, of course, the name of my World of Warcraft character, and the main character for my Machinimas. He's got a long background, and I'm quite fond of him. I felt it a bit more appropriate to style the channel's name after that, as I much prefer being called Ban or Banneret than being called Skull. I may or may not change the name again in the future, but for right now, Banneret is staying as the name of this channel. Also, expect a new spiffy intro at some point, but for now, enjoy the old one. It's still pretty magical, and I still quite like it too. I'm sure you've noticed the lack of Machinimas on here. Typically, I would release a Machinima at least once or twice a month, but I've since shifted gears into working on a Machinima series, The Journey into the Shadowlands, which is still being worked on, and there will be 2 more episodes, rather than the 7 that I originally promised. That was changed for personal reasons, since I sadly don't want to delve into the Shadowlands for more than 2 years, and I'm hoping to finish the series in 2023 or in 2024. Episode 2 will hopefully be worked on sometime this spring and summer. Episode 3, the finale, I predict will be early 2024, maybe. Then I can start on the next series that will take place on the Dragon Isles. What about other Machinimas, you might ask? The non-serious or non-series kind? I'll have to say for the time being that any and all comedic Machinimas won't be continued on the channel. I ultimately found any passion I had for doing pure comedy Machinimas to be completely gone after Banneret hates NFTs, one of my more recent Machinimas. While I agreed with its message, I ultimately felt nothing after I finished it, which isn't a good thing. That isn't to say comedy is totally gone from my Machinimas, but I don't have any joy when it comes to making it entirely jokes. I really just want to tell epic tales with my Machinimas going forward. I very much felt forced into making comedy since that was what everyone else was doing with Machinimas. Now that I've had more time to figure out what I like and what I want to do and what I can do, I'm going to focus less on comedy. You'll still find those types of comedic-themed Machinimas still on my friends' channels of Laurentium and Boximus, who I also help script for, and who Banneret, my character, is heavily featured in. Never say never though, I may make some short comedic Machinimas or something outside the series format, too. This was a, this is a unscripted segment, that I realized when, making this video, but, as you may know, I started doing more variety stuff on the channel, with Halo reviews and potentially even Witcher reviews in the future. that might still happen. I don't have any plans for any of that right now. World of Warcraft will still remain one of the big reasons what I cover on this channel. But if I have any videos that I can come up with for Witcher or Halo, I'll go ahead and make that. But for the time being, I don't really have any variety stuff for the channel. It might be more than just Halo and Witcher. It might be other stuff too, but we'll have to see. So at some point in the coming future, I'll be moving from my beloved family home for the first time to a new home entirely. I have no idea where or when I'll be moving, but I do know for a fact that I will be moving. With that, I may or may not go MIA for a while during the moving process. But I should be back hopefully soon. Hopefully, knock on wood, all that stuff. I still will currently be working on some lore videos and in the meantime when I have time for it, but it's not really my priority at the moment, so if you notice a lack of videos outside of this one, you'll know why. And I'll try to keep you all updated if you're interested on that on my Discord or my Twitter. I'll try my best to post on there when I can. But yeah. Just letting you all know, just in case you're wondering where I am if I do disappear for a bit. Alright, I think that's mostly everything. I may or may not try to keep these kinds of update videos every month, or at least try to every month. Typically, I don't have much to update on, which is why I never feel the need to do them too much. Okay. Well, I do hope everyone is having a good year so far and enjoying the new expansion of Dragonflight. Definitely a step in the right direction so far, and I hope they keep it up. Y'all know the drill. Feel free to like, comment, ring bells, subscribe. Join us on the Discord. We talk about all sorts of stuff and things. And if you'd like to support me, feel free to on my Patreon, like these amazing folks here. But until next time, my friends, bye ya!